Hi everyone. It's me, obviously. Today's Saturday, and that means week 2 is done. When I finished recording last week, I thought that I had 10 weeks until the half marathon, and I realized that night that it was actually only 9 weeks. So that got me a little defeated, but only for a second. And I just started with week 2 of the training plan. I had been running beforehand anyway, so started with week 2, and it went really well this week, I think. On Monday, I ran 3 miles in 30 minutes and 3 seconds, so that's about a 10-minute, 1-second mile. Wednesday, I ran 4 miles, I believe, hold on, I have it written down, in 41 minutes and 11 seconds. And Friday I did 3 miles in 28 minutes and 52 seconds. I just got home today. I had a doctor's appointment, but before that I ran this morning. I did 5 miles in 53 minutes and 41 seconds. So it looks like what it's going to be is during the week averaging about anywhere between 9.5 to 10-minute miles, and on the weekend, the long run, that's on Saturday, it's going to probably be closer to 11-minute miles. Today was a little bit less than an 11-minute mile, but not by much. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. So the training is going really well. Other than that, I usually get at least an hour of cardio in 5 days a week. So after the run Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I did an extra, like either the elliptical or the Stairmaster. Tuesdays and Thursdays I do cross training, so I do a 45-minute spin class and 15 minutes of either the Stairmaster or whatever. Other than that, I'm also doing like calisthenics, squats and shit like that, like push-ups and that sort of stuff. For anywhere between half an hour and an hour, depending on how it goes. So other than that, the training as far as running is going really well. I did all of the runs this week inside, but I feel like it's getting a little warmer, so I as the day it hits 40 degrees is going to be the day that I go outside. It hasn't really gotten above about 35, so but as soon as it hits 40 degrees, I'm going to try to get outside and run outside, which is definitely going to be more difficult, and I know that. Other than that, I'm doing a couple other things as far as the training. I've been eating a little bit differently. I looked online. I've been doing a lot of research online about like what somebody running is supposed to consume, and I saw that most of it is, what I saw was that you should consume 50% of your calories should be carbohydrates, and that's not just like pasta and bread. I'm not advocating for that, but it's more like fruit and vegetables because that has a lot of carbohydrates in it. When 25% should be protein, so I usually eat chicken. I started eating chicken or low-sodium turkey. I started eating salmon, which is really good, cooked, like seared or something like that. Shrimp, things, seafood is good, but chicken, that's like my go-to. Or ground turkey. This week I made like ground turkey and some whole wheat pasta. I had that for the week. And then 25%, the other 25% comes from saturated fats, which I found out are fats that do not come from animals. So not grease that you fry in the pan, but things like olive oil or avocados, hummus, and nuts. So I've been eating a lot of nuts. The best ones are almonds. I don't really like peanuts too much, and the best ones for you, I think, are almonds and walnuts. So I'm trying to do that. I'm also getting, I started eating like these Greek yogurts that don't really have too much fat in it, but a lot of protein. So the diet has been going really well. And it's just, I mean, I'm trying to stay away from like fried food and stuff like that because it doesn't help when you run. But other than that, I drink a lot of water, and that's about it as far as diet is concerned. What else have I been doing? Oh, a lot. So a lot depends on. A lot of this running depends on music that I listen to because I get bored really easily. So during the week, I try not to listen to any of my music at all. And I started just reading because I don't want to get bored with the playlist that I have. But I say that to say this: if you have some good workout music that you work out to, or that you run to, or that you just get really amped by, please send it to me, inbox me, and I will definitely think of you when this is going on, when I'm running. You will be on my mind. So please do that. What else? Oh, another part of the diet, a big thing, is that if you know me, you know that I like to drink a fair amount, but for the time being, until up until the marathon or half marathon, don't get ahead of myself. The half marathon, I'm not drinking any alcohol. So it's gonna probably total about. I haven't been drinking for a couple weeks anyway, so it's gonna probably total about 3 months of sobriety, which is probably the longest I've gone since I was 18 years old. But that's okay. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I go out still. I have a good time. Other people drink and it doesn't really bother me too much. I just, am trying to see and it's not even really for the training. Like, I feel like I could definitely drink still, not get crazy, but drink during this training and still be all right to run. But it's more of just another sort of test to see for myself if it's working out or if I have the ability to do it. Other than that, I got a new pair of running sneakers. You can't see them. Here they are. These are Nike Total Lunar Eclipse something or other. Everybody have been saying Asics. Oh, you got to get the Asics. I went to the Foot Locker store and this guy didn't know what he was talking about. He didn't really have anything to offer. Or maybe it was a woman. But she didn't have anything to offer about the Asics. And they were $180. So I went over to the Nike store. Adam, thank you for taking me. Good friend of mine. Went to the Nike store. The guy was really informative, and he suggested this pair. So I got this pair, and the first day I had they were like tight and a little bit of blistering, but they are definitely broken in now, and they have been after the first couple runs in them. So that's good on the sneakers. The other thing is I have been asking around, like, what are some good things to read about? And a friend of mine, John, suggested that I read Born to Run, which is all about these runners in another country that just run sort of not really inspirational, but they're like, it's about how humans in general have the ability to run really long distances, and that's one of the reasons why humans have been able to overcome evolution, is because they were able to run for as long as the animals that they were going to consume. So the animals like overheated or something, got exhausted, and humans were able to kill them. So I didn't buy that book though because it was in hardcover at Barnes and Noble. It just came out less than a year ago, and my mother has convinced me never to buy a hardcover book, for better, for worse, because it's a waste of money. So probably for better. I ended up buying the Non-Runner's Guide to Marathon Running, which was written by a woman who ran a marathon after her grandfather died of a stroke, to contribute to the stroke fund. So she's really funny, and I find myself on the train reading this book and just laughing out loud. So it's been a really good book. I'm on page 70. A friend of mine, Kyle, claimed that it was a self-help book, but it's not a self-help book. It's definitely more of just because it's not a self-help book because I've asked other people about their experiences running and advice and things like that, and that wouldn't be self-help. It's more of just like getting advice. And plus, it wasn't in the self-help section, so I'm sticking with this not being a self-help book because I think that's kind of silly. What else? I bought a sweatband and I look absolutely ridiculous in it. But it's, my bangs, like I don't want them to get in my face, so it holds it back. I really don't want to be those ridiculous runners with like the hats and the water bottle on your butt and things like that. But I feel like the sweatband is the first step towards that. Um, Other than that, excuse me. Week 2 is great. I finished the run this morning, and it wasn't easy, but it was I felt like I wasn't really looking at the time too much. I would do speed intervals, so increase my speed for 3 minutes, decrease it, increase it, decrease it, and other than that, I'm gonna just keep trekking. Next week is week 3. I believe it's 4 miles, 5 miles, 4 miles, and then 6 miles on Saturday. So looking forward to that. And I think that's about it. If you have any suggestions, again, I'm always really welcome to it. Inbox me some music, that would be great. And if you got an email from me about me being robbed in London, that didn't happen. It was just somebody hijacked my email account, but I was able to hijack it back. So I still have my email account. I don't have any contacts or any emails, saved emails, which is shitty, but such is life. I want to thank everybody that has sent me a text message asking how things are going, or Rich, thank you. Anybody that has taken me somewhere to buy something for this run, or anybody that just, that I talk to or gives me advice, I really appreciate it. There's 2 other coworkers at work that are running one the day after on April 3rd. They're actually runners, like women that run and have been running since high school. I'm definitely not that. But it's nice to talk to them anyway to get that sort of perspective. And I guess that's about it. This is kind of long, so I'm going to cut it now. But I did have a lot to say. Anyway, on to week 3. And that's it. All right, have a good day. I hope everybody's doing really well. Stay warm, stay dry from the cold weather, and I will see you next Saturday.